I don't know how old this footage is. I don't know if it's new or not. It looks like it's older. But we've said for a while that T-Bob is he might be committing stolen valor. Let's before we get to the other video where T-Bob is confronted by a soldier about his stolen valor, let's watch a little bit of a video we've seen before where Bob is talking about his heroic war stories.
Yeah, we came in, we were dropped in parachute 10 miles out. So we sort of scaled a mountain. We ran up a mountain, pretty much. You could run up it, and you had to climb.
Pretty much, you could just run up a mountain.
Pretty much.
You could just run up a mountain.
Parts of it.
Maybe people have run up mountains before.
It's not T-Bob, though. It's not T-Bob running up a mountain.
I mean, it just depends on the mountain, right?
Right. It depends on the incline.
Yeah.
There's some mountains you have to climb.
Yeah.
You can't just walk or run up them. But, I mean, like, yeah.
The mountain, we help each other up and push.
According to T-Bob, he can take like a 50-foot drop, too, from a parachute and not be hurt at all.
No, we got up this motherfucker, and we get over there where it's...
But we've seen Bob fight. We saw his scuffle with Mark Connors, and Bob did not do the crazy martial arts that he claims he could do.
But Bob Connors is supposed to be martial art trained too, right?
Mark Connors told us that he didn't know karate. All right.
Well, he also worked at a karate for little kids that he wasn't just supposed to be at.
Right. That was just a cover operation it was like a dating service for Mark Connors.
My guy was like the Karate Kid, but it was kung fu.
Still, we were a little bit behind time because when I jumped out of the plane, I caught an updraft. If you've ever parachuted, you know what an updraft is. I got caught in an updraft, and I was in a square chute, and there was nothing I could do to get down to the fucking ground. So I released my chute, and I dropped 50 to 60 feet.
50 to 60 feet. Most people would not survive that
Just
fall.
50, 60 feet. No big deal. No big deal.
Most people would die from that. If you survived, you probably wouldn't walk again. Bob takes it. He's just fine.
He just tucks and rolls.
While he's falling, like
down and landed on the ground. See, that's another specialty I had. I could drop from high altitudes.
That's a specialty, all right.
At least up to 50 feet, and sometimes more. And I would never break a leg.
Yeah, a halo jumper, a high altitude.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. This guy Frank. What the hell?
Jump out of the helicopter. I didn't need a rope, and so we finally got to where we were going, and we were just a little bit behind time. We decided, me and this guy, we're gonna go rescue this person now. It didn't matter if we got killed or not, and that's how we felt about it. So I was like that back then. I was like, there is no mission for any reason I'm not going to accomplish. Period. I don't give a fuck what the excuse is. I would not let them cancel a mission on me, ever. If I thought it could be done, we were going to do it. That's it. So we did it. We went in there, killed a couple of guys in there.
Did a couple murders. Dropped about 60 feet down from the sky, tucked, rolled, had to walk it off. On my way walking it off, did a few murders.
There's no murders in war, Billy. Only casualties.
I wounded one of them because he was our inside guy, but you had to wound him to make it look like...
This story, we're like, who would be an inside guy if part of the job was you had to get shot to make it look like you weren't in on it?
But it's important so he can stay inside.
Inside a casket.
No, because it's Bob is a trained professional.
Oh yeah.
So it's only going to be like a slight wound.
Oh yeah, he won't hit an artery.
Yeah, he's a trained marksman.
You had to make him look like that. He's one of them. But he
you can't. They will disavow.
Disavow. That's a great word.
All knowledge of you, so you can't let them know it's even American forces. Probably at that point.
No. They would know it was Americans if they caught us, but no, the spy that told us.
Oh yeah.
Our person that was a spy in that government military was in the room when we infiltrated to the hostage. Now, we can't leave out of there unless we tie him up. We ain't got time to tie him up. So I shot him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfectly reasonable.
I mean,
sign me up, man.
It's
sign me up. I wanna be. Yeah, that sounds like a cool thing, great thing to do.
It's just the way of the warrior, man.
Oh, okay.
My superiors got so fucking pissed at me.
Oh,
my
really?
God, I almost got a court martial over disobeying order.
Yeah.
But I saved his fucking life by shooting him. Imagine that. I killed the other 2 guys. Well, I killed one, the other guy killed the other, broke their fucking neck. Technically, we killed 4 people going in to get her. And then we get in there and we got these deuce and halves, and while they're out there, while he's hot wiring that motherfucker, I'm killing motherfuckers. I had to break a guy's neck because he walked around the corner like, who's starting a fucking deuce and a half? Because he kept hitting the wires and he kept turning over the engine without starting it. That draws attention to you. It can't help but draw attention to you. And so I reached up and I grabbed that motherfucker by the neck and broke his fucking neck about that quick. And then
about that quick.
So he's laying on the ground and I'm like, oh, motherfucking shit, we are dead. I swear to God, I thought we were dead. Right then and there.
This is a scene from an action movie.
Do we know what movie it is yet?
I don't know. Yeah, they have to hotwire the vehicle to get away.
We knew that the one was Triple X with Vin Diesel, right? That was definitely the one that he stole Valor from.
Yeah.
So I shoved her in
Sounds
in
a bit like Rainbow 3.
And I told her, get down and don't fucking move. She got down. He's hot wiring the motherfucker and he's taking his time. All of a sudden I hear a bing. Somebody shot at me. And I'm like, where did that come from? I look all the way across the compound and there's a motherfucker aiming his gun at me, trying to shoot at one of us. I assume it was me. And so I positioned my rifle right over that motherfucking hood because I'm up on the deuce and a half. So I kicked my leg up onto the shroud that goes over the wheel. And it wasn't an American deuce and a half, but even the American deuce and a half are built exactly the same way. So I aimed my rifle at him. Bow. One shot, I nailed that motherfucker. But after that, the whole compound came after us. Thank God, right then and there, he started the deuce and a half. I got in that motherfucker, and I'm shooting these motherfuckers left and right. Before I got in it, after I got in it, and on the way out of that fucking camp, I was shooting motherfuckers. I was scared to death. I thought we were fucking dead. I thought we were dead. Swear to God. If he hadn't got that motherfucker...
He was this close to dying, Ben. This freaking close.
Wow, what a hero.
Started... Because the shooting already started, we were dead. He had to get that motherfucker started, and he did. Oh, thank you, God. We were able to drive that son of a bitch almost a full distance to get to where we were going.
How could you not believe in God after God helped you this much through all these these missions?
And then we had to run the last mile to get to the helicopter and get the fuck out of there, and that's what we did.
Thank God God loves Americans more than whoever he was killing.
God loved Bob more than the double agent that he shot in the shoulder.
No, the double agent. Bob saved the double agent's life. Bob, can you believe that Bob saved the guy's life by putting a bullet in his shoulder?
In his
can you believe that?
Here's the soldiers. Someone claiming to be a soldier accusing Bob of stolen valor. Let's see.
Hey, T-Bob, have you ever heard of stolen valor?
That's what you got right now, stolen valor.
No, I wanted to ask you, have you ever heard of stolen valor?
Where I live, it's a very serious crime. And I'm
God
telling you, I was in the military, and I saw action. And I don't give a fuck after that. You kissed my ass.
You're stolen valor.
No, you're jealous,
Valor. You're stolen valor.
You're jealous because I went higher than you did. And
you were a stolen valor human being.
You're a stolen valor human being. This guy is a fucking wreck, right?
I don't know why. I mean, it could be an injury he has. That
Probably.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's drunk as hell or high as hell or something.
Yeah.
He's got a serious slur.
You are. You're a stolen valor human being.
No, but I am gonna go get stoned, so I'm gonna shut this one down.
Show me proof of what you did over there.
I don't have to. I'm living proof. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I'm living proof.
That's all you need to know.
Show me proof.
You like that? Living proof.
Stolen valor, dude.
That is what you got. Stolen valor.
Stolen fucking valor.
There's his. Yeah, he just showed his military ID. And listen to Bob's explanation.
Here's my proof.
What that is?
And I'll show
you
more.
know what that is? What he's showing? That means he's a pussy that's claiming
I'll show more proof
that he don't deserve.
I'll show more proof.
I don't care. I'll show it next live stream. All right.
He's like, no, I gotta leave.
You're stolen valor, man.
No, you're stolen valor, man. I'll show mine. I ain't worried about it.
You should be.
I guarantee you, I got it. No stolen.
Because
valor.
Legally,
let me
you're gonna get in trouble for this.
Good. Look,
legally,
I was in the military and I got 50 kills to my name. Now,
legally,
I wish you would.
I'm recording everything you're saying,
good,
and legally,
good.
You will get in trouble.
I've heard a few people try to go after Trumpster Bob with stolen valor.
Really?
Yeah. This isn't the first time I've heard someone talk about going after him.
Oh, that guy did show a military ID. It was really blurry, but I'm guessing it is him. Bob has never shown any. He hasn't even told us like where he was stationed or exactly what branch he was in, and he's been very vague about all of it. But then he tells us these very detailed stories that sound like a fucking Schwarzenegger film.
There also might be somebody getting a hold of Dalton Clodfelter's superiors for the way that he's.
I was wondering if that was going to happen.
We'll see if his superiors even care.
I mean, they may or may not.
But I've heard people like you can't get away with this and act this way in active military.
Normally, you can't.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend that got beat up by some Marines. But my friend was from Brazil, and his dad was like a super rich guy from Brazil and got in touch with people in the Marines because he had some political ties or something, and those Marines got in deep shit because they like all jumped his ass at a bar.
Was it Shawn Michaels?
No.
Muffin
it's not
Man,
an isolated incident.
Muffin Man says the Supreme Court ruled stolen valor was protected under the First Amendment.
I wonder, like, if you're allowed to like accept things, like for free while you're stealing valor, though. Like,
does it become fraud at some point?
Yeah, because like there are places where like active service people get free meals or whatever. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do that.
When you get cool pro wrestling seats at the WWE
they do
because
that.
You claim to be in the military.
They do that. Seat fillers. Like, if they didn't sell enough tickets, they'll let local military go watch the show.
I tried doing that, stolen valor to get some cheap seats.
Oh yeah.
I realized halfway there that there's no way they'd think I was in the military, so then I just pretended I was retarded.
And you got to sit in the special seat.
I used stolen tardation.
Tardation?
Trouble because I was
legally,
I was like, my name's Tardation Bob.
Tardation.
I can't get in trouble because I was in the military.
For stolen valor.
That's not stolen valor. If I was in the military.
Valor.
You're
he
stolen
sounds
valor.
so drunk.
It's not stolen valor.
You're
I was in the military for years. I know.
It might be a military thing that it might be an injury. Like
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
He could just be drunk, but
I can't tell. But it sounds so drunk.
He was actually in the military, and Bob has not proven anything. And Bob's stories are ridiculous. Like if his stories were believable, I'd probably be like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe you were in the military.
Well, you see here, man.
Anyone could join the military unless they have like some medical issues.
At this level of clearance, they ain't never gonna give you a little card to carry around.
Shit that you didn't do.
No,
and
I
you
didn't.
Fucking claim things that you didn't do.
Yeah, because I want to know what conflict because like Bob's age, he's not old enough to have been in Vietnam. Like his war would have been like the first Gulf War, Desert Storm.
Yeah.
And that war did not last very long, and we weren't like, overtaking compounds by foot.
We know why that war didn't last very long. Bob was on the job.
Tell us.
And you're still
This is all you got.
Single-handedly ended that
Don't
thing
tell
in
Ryan
Tammy.
military.
It is.
Hey,
That's
look,
all I
hey,
got. But
the truth
He's
is that
commando.
you're a PTSD bitch. You're weak.
What? No one in the military that has been in like combat would say something like that to somebody.
I don't know. Maybe old military might have looked at it that way.
Well, they used to call it shell shock back in the day, and all kinds of people that were active in World War I and World War II had a mental condition known as shell shock, and they weren't like, oh, you're a pussy.
I do think that they had a stigma with that, though. Guys didn't want to have it. They felt like they were less of a soldier if they got it. It was like very.
Of course, they didn't want to have it.
Yeah, it wasn't looked as healthily as it is now. I think. For at least that's what the movie Dog taught me. If you've seen the movie Dog with Channing Tatum in a cameo from Kevin Nash,
okay,
that's what the movie Dog taught
historical
me.
fact.
Yeah,
the movie
from the movie Dog taught me that.
Of course, they didn't want to have it, but it was still
it was looked down upon.